You guys ready for your first comedian this evening? Besides myself. Well, let's keep it going. For everyone, let's say America's favorite old man, Arizona Lou.
Hey, thank you, Lamar. And thank you for letting an old guy up here. You ask how old? How old? 84. Four people applauded. Thank you for that sympathy applause. Yeah, at my age I do silly stuff, like trying to stay alive for the next 10 minutes. And at my age, well, I was born, I'm so old, I was born in MCMXLI. Now, you know that's Roman numerals. I always have to explain it to people from Chicago. When I was a kid, that's all we had. Not Chicago, the Roman numerals. And every time I dial a number, I'd get Roman charges. Back then we had a whole different meaning for XXX. You people at the front here have been watching too much porn. That meant you were 30 and already over the hill. Let's hear about it. When I was a kid, we didn't have automatics. Let's hear it by applause if you know how to drive a stick shift. I'm not talking about a boner. But some of you ladies know how to drive those too. You call it his hot rod. While we're on the subject, I was part of a clinical study of Viagra in Virginia at the University of Longwood. I expected it to be a lot harder. It was one of those double-blind studies. Even the researchers didn't know who was coming. The first thing they did is they gave us a debriefing and put us in hospital gowns. We looked like Sheriff Joe's tent city. I was the only one without a rigid tent pole. Imagine propping your tent up with an 84-year-old fun noodle. Like the gift from Dollar Tree. Well, it wasn't. Well, you'll have to finish that punchline for yourself. And we were bored stiff. Now, my age, I was just bored. We played Monopoly until, well, the winner of the Monopoly never used his hands. For poker, when we played poker, trumps was not a card. Or a crazy guy living in a White House. And we played, well, Happy Sack made us real testy. One of the guys showed off by pole vaulting. And we cracked up when we started trying target practice. Our version of tag was Pokemon. Go! I hated it. I didn't have a good poker. They hated my favorite, Twister. When they saw me coming, they were scared stiff. We appreciated it when the researchers gave us a shake break, which we needed after all the other stuff. And they also gave us homework. One of the guys said, "Hey, Doc, can we help each other out?" Well, let me look. Has to be hands-on. You've got to pull together. And no double headers. You people got that when you have to explain it to me after the show. If I had been, that homework is when I learned you don't need special expensive stuff. If you go to Dollar Tree and buy their hairstyling gel and use it, not there in the store. And after each session, I'd need confession. If I were Catholic. Any Catholics here? Oh, sorry about this. You can close your ears on this next one. With confession, and the priest would give me a dishonorable discharge. And during the study, I couldn't keep up. Couldn't stand erect. And I couldn't even go 4 hours without falling asleep. And I couldn't keep my eye on the ball. Make that plural. And one of the researchers said, "Lou, you're all nuts." And, well, I was just hanging around. And so he said, "Lou, just beat it." So I had to leave the study without giving them any bona fide data. And I did offer them t-shirts, and I do have t-shirts. I've got your size. They're over here on the way out. All profits go to Alzheimer's research.
Awesome.
Banner Alzheimer's Institute, if I remember. And I have 2 versions, the comedy version and the Lou version. Take your, this one's good for target practice. Or you can use the t-shirt if you buy one that's good for cleaning up after your homework. I am so old. When I was a kid, we had a mouse, and it had legs, and it would run around looking for a mouse trap. And then they invented the computer mouse. And you people are familiar with that. They don't have legs, but the computer mice do have balls. At least they used to. Now they don't even have balls or tails. Well, I had voice surgery, and it's embarrassing. Sometimes my voice goes up high, and you ought to try doing stand-up comedy with a voice that sounds like Martha Stewart. It's really embarrassing on the telephone. I'll say, "Hello? May I please speak to the man of the house?" "I am the man." Oh, I'll explain. That's a legacy phone sound, because they don't make that noise anymore. Or worse yet, I'll say, "Hello? Are your parents home?" "Yes, they're up on the mantle. They told me in life to earn everything, so they're in their urns." Hey, you people are a lot of fun. If you want to laugh some more, you can wait for the next comedian, or you can go to ArizonaLou.com. And if you Google America's Favorite Old Man, for some strange reason, I really will be #1. You're great. I enjoyed you. I'm Arizona Lou, and I'm still alive.
One more time for the healthiest 88-year-old in America. Man, if I'm not walking like Lou, I did something wrong, man. Probably not take the stairs when I see him take the stairs. I got on the elevator. I'm like, shit. Can't do that. That's a strong man.